And good morning. This is the
Good.
Wellbeing Pathfinder series, and I'm very honoured to have Stacy Huish, who's going to do part two of the talk. And just to start off with, I'll just begin by saying who I am. I am Tony Neale, the Wellbeing and Corporate Culture Coach, and I help individuals, business owners, via customised retreats, workshops, and consultations to maximise their feelings of vibrance, happiness, health, and success. And the mission of these programs are to engage and educate and inspire our audience towards high and lasting well-being to ensure that you can experience life's wonders. Now, without any further ado, I'll introduce you to Stacy. And Stacy, would you like to tell us what you do?
Hi, Tony, and thank you so much for having me here today on your podcast. And hello to all the people who are watching and listening in here. This is part two. So there's two parts to this interview. The first part that we were looking at is we were looking at endometriosis and the women who are affected by endometriosis. And because there's over 176 million women out there who are affected, and it's a really terrible pain. And what I want to do is I'm on a little bit of a mission out there, is I want to put an end to the endometriosis pain for women and say goodbye to pain forever.
Goodbye.
Exactly. Goodbye to
Goodbye.
pain, no more. The second
End
part
of endometriosis.
the endometriosis part of it is part of a larger project that I'm working on, Tony, called 1000 Ripple Effects.
Yes.
And that was one of the 1000 ripple effects I wanted to really create out there in the world. Now, the 1000 Ripple Effects project is that I'm actually building a community center, and I'm working on and building towards providing housing and accommodation for all those kids out there who've turned 18 and they've left the foster care system. So 1000 Ripple Effects is about touching the hearts of these kids and giving them a chance to succeed. Because I've got a little bit of a motto: the more chance that have the more kids that have a chance to succeed at life, the more kids who will succeed at life.
Yes, that's beautiful. And how long have you been doing the ripple effects for?
Well, see, there's a little bit of a story and a background to all of this, Tony. So
Yes.
What happened is I was 4 years old at the time, and I was sitting cross-legged on my lounge room floor. And all of a sudden, this vision came to me. And the vision was that I was going to build homes and schools for all of these kids around the world. I was going to be their mum. I was going to create a place of safety and trust for these kids. And I've always been a mum. I've been a mum to so many kids, over 150 kids I've been a mum to. And I've been there, I've listened to them, I've helped them make good decisions, I've helped them with different questions and problems that they've been having over their life's journey. And then one particular day I was just sort of looking at this going, well, what if, like I've been a mum to all these kids, I've been answering all these life questions, there's got to be more than 100 odd kids out there. There'd be thousands, tens of thousands of kids that don't have a mum, don't have a dad, don't have family, don't have anybody they can turn to, and really need some advice. They need somebody to be there for them. So then I started going, well, what if I actually build some homes and some schools, which comes back to that vision that I had when I was 4 years old. That was my purpose. I've always known what my purpose is, and I've been living it every single day. I could tell you stories from all my kids and all the different questions I've asked, but we'd be here for at least 3 or 4 years if I did that, Tony. So that's the 1000 Ripple Effects project. I'm going to build the community centre, and I'm working towards at the moment building some accommodation for the kids. So we want to make sure that they're not homeless. Now, there's a bit of a statistic that goes with this. Once the kids turn 18 in the foster care system, they are asked to leave the home. So they are actually asked to leave the foster care home. And what happens is statistics show that 71% of those kids that leave the foster care system, that would say turned 18, are homeless.
Gee, that's a huge number.
Now, if we put that into numbers, currently there's 47,619 children in foster care in Australia. Approximately 600 kids turn 18 every year, and 71% of that is 426 kids are homeless. They've got nowhere to go. They can't go back to their biological families. They can't go back to the foster care family because they've just been asked to leave the home. They can't go to the government. Where do they go? They're stuck. There's nowhere for them. Real estate agents won't rent to these kids because they've never lived out of home before, and they don't understand budgeting, finances, and money handling and stuff because they're a high risk. And the government housing, there's an 8-year waiting list. So even if they put their name down for like a government house, there's an 8-year waiting list for any type of accommodation. So where are they going to go in that time frame? Where are they going to go? So what I want to do, the vision that I've got at the moment, is to build some homes or acquire some blocks of units or something like that, and make sure that these kids have got a roof over their head, make sure that they've got 3 meals a day going into their bellies. And I want to make sure that they've got proper life skills. So the first 2 skill sets or courses I want them to do is to do their rite of passage, which is learning how to be an adult, and what it is to be an adult. And if we break that down, for the boys, it's about learning how to be men, what it is to be a man, how to be a man. And for the girls, it's about learning how to be a woman, what it is to be a woman and how to be a woman, because all of these things are actually necessary. Communication skills is another course I want them to do, because it doesn't matter where you are in life or who you come across or what job you have. Communication skills is what's going to get you through everything. They'll learn listening skills, understanding skills, conflict resolution skills, which will take them through anything and everything that they have. And then there's a full life skills program that I've put together. So a full 8-year life program for them. And they can stay in our accommodation and our program for the full 8 years, which takes them up to at least their 26th birthday or 27th birthday. And if they want to leave earlier, they can. But if they want to stay with us for the full 8 years, by absolutely all means, we will do everything in our power to empower them, to get them the skills, the education and knowledge that they need to be successful human beings in life. We will be there for them every step of the way. And then they are free to choose any course of education, any course of employment, and we will help make all of that happen. 1,000 Ripple Effects Project, Tony.
Well, that's an amazing project. And what do you need to help you with that? Is there some way that other people can reach out to help you with succeed with that project?
Perhaps
tell the audience what do you need?
That they can do that. I've set the project up so we're actually fully self-funded. We're not relying on grants or donations or handouts or anything. What I've done is I've actually built 2 different businesses. So the first business is called Done For You Marketing. So we go, and this is part of the 1,000 Ripple Effects, actually leaving a legacy and creating an impact in the lives of everybody. So what I found is most of the business people are struggling day to day. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They have their own business, but what they struggle with the most is marketing. They don't understand marketing. They don't like marketing. They don't do good, effective marketing. And it's like they're a little best kept secret. And this little best kept secret is damaging people's lives. Seriously. Because people don't know who you are. They don't know where you are. So I've done the marketing for you. Any business out there, we have done for you marketing. We'll get you in front of your customers, put you in front of your target audience. We will help make those sales happen for you. Okay, so that's the first business. So any business that wants to help our project and wants to help their business at the same time, jump on board with our Done For You marketing program. The other business, which is what our first part of our interview was about, was helping women say goodbye to endometriosis pain forever. So if there's any woman out there that is in terrible, terrible pain from endometriosis or menstrual pain or polycystic ovary syndrome pain, we've got a solution for you. It is all natural, no drugs, no surgery, no birth control, no doctors. You can listen to my whole story and of what I went through to heal my body myself and what I've discovered to actually help relieve the symptoms of endometriosis pain. Okay, so we can help relieve those symptoms, relieve the inflammation, and we can get you being your true, authentic self again, and you can go out there and do your best. This is what every woman needs out there, is to take that pain away so they can do their best. They can show up for their family. They can show up for their kids. They can be there for their husband and their marriage, and they can get on and do what's needed in life and do the work that they're here to do. So the third way, we've got another way, because
Yes.
on the other side of the camera. Yeah, I know, I've got to find the camera there.
You're doing well.
So we've got the 1,000 Ripple Effects Ambassador Program. And our 1,000 Ripple Effects Ambassador Program allows you to make a monthly contribution, and you will be able to see that money go into accommodation. You'll be able to see the money go into the community centre and see the direct results that it's actually having on the children. So you'll be able to see that these kids have been sponsored into a rites of passage program, learning how to be adults, or a communication skills program, or one of our life skills programs. And you'll be able to see the ripple effect of these kids actually coming in where they are at and then going out there and succeeding. Because as I've said, the more kids that have a chance to succeed at life, Tony, the more kids that do succeed at life. That's what's important here. We've got to give them a chance.
That's right. And that's a very powerful messages that you've been giving us. And Stacy, is there any one last comment that you'd like to make?
Support the 1,000 Ripple Effects Project. We've got a book being released in a few months' time called the 1,000 Ripple Effects book. And that's where I asked 1,000 different people to write a story. And they answered the question, what advice do you give the 15 to 21-year-olds becoming an adult? Now, just for all those listeners out there, Tony wrote a story for these kids. That's right. And it was a brilliant story. Okay, so there are 1,000 pieces of advice in this book. And when we publish and release the book, purchase one of our books, get involved in our ambassador program. If you've got a business out there, get your business, have marketing done for you so you can succeed in business's life. And if you're a woman, definitely say goodbye to your endometriosis pain. We want to create 1,000 ripple effects out there. We want to touch the hearts and lives of these kids. We want to make a real impact and a real difference to what these kids are experiencing. It's not okay to live life on your own and to go through what these kids are going through. They need to be supported. They need guidance. They need direction. And that's what we're here to do, is give all of that to these kids.
That's very inspiring, Stacey. Now, if people want to contact you, I'm just going to put your email address there. Is there any other, have you got a website or anything like that that you'd like to tell the audience where they could go to as well?
Okay, so you can go to www.1000rippleeffects.com. That's for the 1,000 Ripple Effects Project. You can go to www.1000rippleeffects.com/endometriosis for any of those people out there that want the endometriosis site, or 1000rippleeffects.com/ambassador. So any of those programs, and we'll put the link to the Done For You marketing program in there as well, because it's a little bit longer, but it will be there and you'll be able to just click on it and get some help for your business today.
Thank you very much, Stacey. I really loved your inspiring story, and I honour you for what you're trying to do to communities, and especially to homeless children, and for uplifting women with their chronic condition. So I bless you, and the world is very blessed to have you as the champion of the 1,000 Ripples Effects. So I honour you for that, and thank you very much for coming on our program today.
Thank you for having me here, Tony, and thank you to all the listeners out there as well. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm in a park today, and there's been lots of children playing around. You've probably even seen a few run through the background. Oh, there goes another one. So, to all the kids out there, I'm helping every child to succeed. So thank you and goodbye. Get involved in the programs. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. And if you want to contact our show, you can contact us on wellbeinghealthretreats.com, and there's the phone numbers down below. So on that note, thank you very much, all our listeners, and we'll be happy to bring another program to you shortly. Thank you very much, and bye.